My dudes, get your loops. We finally got Kingdom Come Deliverance II, and as a lot of you guys already know, I'm a huge fan of the first game. And now that I have over 50 hours in part 2, I can say with confidence that this game is way better than the first one. And my god, the immersion is off the charts. I didn't know I'd enjoy basket weaving so much, but here we are. Now even though the game is awesome, it's been under fire because of some questionable design choices made by the director of Warhorse Studios, Daniel Vávra, and he's been getting a ton of backlash on X. People are now calling the game woke and a bunch of other bullshit, but looking at the Steam charts, I think that most people are all just out here picking up medieval baddies while stabbing people in the face like, "Find Jesus, motherfucker!" But don't think we don't care that the panties aren't there. If you dudes haven't watched it yet, I've already made a video praising Daniel Vávra for not pandering and virtue signaling in his first game. And man, I'm not gonna lie, when I heard some of the leaks, my DEI spider senses were tingling. Hell, at first I didn't even believe it. It basically went against everything I said in the first video on a previous episode of Scouter V. You gotta appreciate a company that sticks to their vision and never bends the knee. Daniel Vávra stated it clearly. Would you please tell me what's racist about telling the truth? There are no black people in medieval Bohemia, period. And now some weirdo journalists like Jade King from thegamer.com wrote, Kingdom Come Deliverance II is just a medieval Brokeback Mountain, trying to suggest that the relationship between Henry and Hans could be romantic. That was embarrassing. I wonder why I didn't get a review code. So let's talk about the controversial retcon to add a gay romance option between Henry and Hans. If you're not familiar with the story, these dudes have been non-stop gooning over Bohemian babes most of the first game. But for some reason, Daniel Vávra decided that these dudes can be more than just friends out of nowhere. Thank God they added this romance marker to the dialogue, because apparently telling your best friend that you care about them means you want to hose them down with the old squirtle squirtle. This is an RPG. You don't have to select those dialogue options. What are you, gay? Quit gaslighting people, dudes. That's not the point. I just want to know why Daniel Vávra added it in the first place. This is like if George Lucas made a Star Wars RPG where you play as Luke, and then they randomly added a Han Solo romance. Hey kid, could you show me how you power up that lightsaber? Anything for you, Hans. Look, I've said it before, dudes, but gay characters don't bother me at all, unless they were put in just to pander and virtue signal. And personally, I don't think that's what this is, but I just don't understand why the hell this was added or what value it brings to the player. They just took the established lore and threw a bunch of shit on it. If you don't believe me, take a look. They said it themselves. In Kingdom Come Deliverance, you play as the son of a blacksmith named Henry. You're straight and you're white. It doesn't matter who you are in real life, what your skin color is, or what your sexual preference is. We're all stuck with this moron, and we all have to make do with what we get. Hell, this affects me just like everybody else. I have my own preferences, but that ain't stopping me, Scouter V, from getting that sneaky peeky of these chicks cheekies. If you ain't gooning, what are you doing? Another hot topic going on right now is the addition of a black dude named Musa.
Black people?
I'm not joking, man. They actually put a black dude in 1403 Bohemia.
Black people? Such nonsense. I don't believe you. And weren't they just dirty?
Whoa, too far, man. Now look, I'm not a historian and I'm not gonna debate about historical accuracy, but Daniel Vávra was attacked during his first game for not adding people of color in it by the purple hairs constantly. But him and his team did the research and they did not back down whatsoever. I really don't think people understand how mind-blowing of an experience it would be for a white person to see a black person for the first time in the 1500s. Hell, we have video of an Australian tribe seeing a white dude for the first time, and they were scared to even touch his hand. Yet we're supposed to believe that this dude is out here raw dogging wenches in bathhouses? Come on, dudes, this is just bad writing. It reminds me of how Ubisoft is portraying Yasuke in Assassin's Creed, as he can just walk around like it's normal, and all these Japanese people are bowing to him like they all took some cultural sensitivity course in college.
Yasuke-san, すごい。さすがグレート侍ですね。
This is for puro, motherfuckers.
Yo, Yasuke, chill. That doesn't happen for another 400 years, bro.
It doesn't fucking matter. My name is Musa and I'm here to stay. Y'all messing up the story in every single way. Don't get mad at me. I was raised in the mud hut. I was the one that made Henry take it up the butt. Keeps out of flop, beats the cream of the crop, slowly rising up the ranks to the tippity top. Catch me during the day. I'm reading books on benches at night. I'm out here making bubbles with bitches.
In 2015, Daniel Vávra's stance on DEI was clear, and I'm pretty sure he's the only dev at the time to have the balls to put these activists in their place. He said that there were no black people in Bohemia, period. And to provide the most historical accuracy, he said, "We are consulting everything with the top historians on the period." And they laughed when I told them about this nonsense. Which is weird, because it looks like not only did he change his stance entirely, he made this dude a main character with more dialogue than a lot of other people. And he talks about how great his people and his religion it is. And the kicker, you can't even kill this dude.
Why don't you die?
Like I said, I don't know why this is in here, but take this with a grain of salt, dudes. After the first game was released, Warhorse Studios was acquired by Embracer Group, which is balls deep into ESG and DEI. And no, this is not some Alex Jones gay frogs conspiracy. Like every gaming company that pushes this slop, they state it clearly on their websites. Embracer Group says 50% of their studios have routines for addressing diversity and inclusion in their content. Now, whether or not Daniel Vávra has been asked to add this content is up for debate, but with the changes he has made to the characters and world building, he now falls into that 50%. However, on his X account, he stated that nobody forced him to do anything at all. And to be honest, I want to believe him. However, being forced and having the incentive to do something are two completely different things. Look, man, I just find it odd that during the development of the game, after fighting weirdo activists calling him a racist bigot for years about his passion project, he just wakes up one day and says, you know what? I want to make him gay now. And let's throw an indestructible black dude in it as one of the main characters. That'll be great. I see a lot of people wanting to boycott this game over this shit, and that's up to you dudes. If you don't like it, then don't buy it. For me personally, and with how many hours I put in so far, I've not come across anything that makes this game any less enjoyable. The game slaps, and any hardcore fan of the first game like me is going to have a good time here. However, we've already seen this shit before. It always starts with just a few changes, ending up with a huge departure of what makes our favorite franchises so great. And as a fan, I think that's what worries me the most, dudes. Peace.
責めないで消さないで負けないで誰だって持ってるはず譲らないもの愛だけ夢だけ君だけそれだけは離さない